Hi, and welcome to my brand new video series, The Intuitive's Tool Belt, based on my book, The Intuitive's Tool Belt. And you can find my book online at Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com. It's available on iPhone, Android, and the Nook. You can also go to authorhouse.com and just type in the title of the book, and it'll take you right there, and that's a $22.99 investment. So let's jump right in and talk about the first chapter, which is imagination is key. So why is imagination key in awakening your intuition? Imagination is a portal to the spirit world. Now, a lot of people think that when you become intuitive or you become psychic or you just awaken that gift, that, spirits come and talk to you and, Merlin appears at the bottom of your bed telling you, I'm your teacher, let's go. And that's really not how it works. Intuition is very subtle, and the spirit world does not speak in those kinds of terms. The spirit world speaks in symbols, in signs, in pictures. It doesn't just come out and say, here you go. That's just not how intuition works. And everyone has a different intuitive voice, because what intuition is your connection to the divine. And no one has the exact same connection. We're all connected to the divine, but we're all different aspects of the divine as well. And so that's why imagination is key in connecting with your intuition, because what you're doing is you're moving out of here and coming into here. This is where intuition is received. This is where it's translated, but this is where it comes in. And so when you begin being more creative, when you start a creative outlet, even if it's just daydreaming, then you move out of the rational side of your brain, which is very closed off. It's very much in a box. And you move to the more creative side of your brain that's a lot more receptive to the intuition that you're gaining every day. Everyone has an intuitive impulse. Everyone has had a gut feeling. Everyone has had those feelings where they know something's wrong. It's just we ignore them because the rational side of our brain says we can't listen to that. So we have to retrain our brains to be more receptive to those. And the best way to do that is through your imagination. Because we've all had imaginary friends, we've all had imaginary dates, we've all had some sort of imaginary play. And so what I'm going to invite you to do this week is do something creative, no matter what it is. Now, of course, I go over different tools in my book that you can use to awaken your imagination a little bit more, because as children, we are so much in our imaginations and we're so receptive. That's why children are so much more aware than adults, because they're receptive, they're open, they're always willing to accept the symbols and signs that spirit gives them. And that's why children are able to see things that adults can't, because they're always in their imagination. And something you can start to do to reawaken your imagination, number one, and I recommend this for everyone, get an adult coloring book. I bought mine and it has been one of the best investments I've ever made, because that's, even if I've had a stressful day and I just don't, I don't feel like being intuitive, I don't want to do anything, because there are days where you've had a terrible day and you just don't want to deal with it. And when you start doing the coloring, it takes you out of that immediately. And what it takes you into is knowing that spirit is surrounding you, and it's just allowing you to get your feelings out on paper. So I definitely recommend a mandala book, an adult coloring book, just a kid's coloring book, any kind of artistic expression, because it gets you out of here and gets you more into here. Then another thing that you can do is what I like to call character creation. And so what you do is you just get yourself a piece of paper, get yourself a pencil, and you write about a character. And you write how tall they are. You write what they like to wear. You write what they are wearing. And be detailed. Be as detailed as possible. And create yourself, 1,000 characters if you want to. Whatever is going to help you be creative. If you don't want to write it, if you want to draw it, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead and draw me a character. Draw. And those are the things that are really going to start awakening your receptivity to the spirit world. Now, like I said, everyone has a different way of connecting to the spirit world. And of course, I talk about the different clairs. There's clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsense, clairgastro, clairsentience, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. Claircognizance. And basically, all your 5 senses, just put a clair in front of it. So there's clear hearing, clear vision, clear scent, clear taste, clear knowing, clear feeling. All of those are clair abilities. So your 6 senses also translate into your 6 ultra senses, or your 6 ESP senses, however you'd like to put it. And the more creative you are, the more you're going to be receptive and aware of those impulses coming through. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to pull a card from Sonia Choquette's Ask Your Guides to see what guide is going to come through for us this week to help us in awakening our... Whoa, okay, hold on. One second. So we have, how does it get any better than this? Creative guides. So what I invite you to do is I invite you to just sit real quick and just say, I now call on my creative guides to inspire me to create something new today. And say that every day until you become inspired to create something new. And look, we have music, we have painting, we have dance, we even have walks in nature. So all of those can be creative expressions. So that's what I invite you to do this week. So if you'd like to show me your creative expression, you can go over to www.facebook.com/simplyintuitive, and please feel free to post your creative expression for this week. And I'm sending you all of my love.